Bali can be too expensive or it can be too cheap. And I will explain and break down to you everything you need to know about Bali before moving to Bali or coming here for vacation. So this is the whole resort.
Yes.
So we have these villas, yeah? We have probably the best villa here. We booked it and there's the pool down there. Looks really good. Are you excited about the place?
Yes.
We will have a full all-inclusive lunch, breakfast, dinner here for 3 days. By the way, my name is Qais and Vanessa. Yeah, and we are living here. We have been here for 1 year now. We are in Metlan Resort and it is close to Ubud. It's very beautiful. As you see down here, it's a beautiful pool. Way different than Canggu. It's way peaceful here. That's why we moved to Tagalan to enjoy the peace and focus on what we are doing. In this video, I will be talking about the cost of living in Bali, both for the short term and for the long term. It can be very cheap and it can be very expensive depending on what you choose. If you choose a resort like this, I will break down to you everything, how much it costs if you want to live like this. Half of the time we do live like this and half of the time we do live, I would say, more cost effective.
You can live in the expensive side of living here and the cheap side of living here.
Where you don't get scammed for paying extra for some of these things that are very touristy and not even needed, and give you some tips and tricks on how to avoid this. How are you?
Good, man. Thank you. Yeah.
We are going to our room. We are going to, what's the name of the villa, sir?
Villa on A part D एक part ni apa? Asmara.
Ekpatne.
Ikan
Patme. Okay.
Villa ikan part.
We are going to Villa Ikan Patme. Going down. We are inside the ridge. There's a ridge here, going all the way down. Yeah, we find it here. The first floor with the pool. And there's a second floor up there. Our little living room with the view. Yeah, there's the view from the pool also. First floor where you come inside the villa from here. And as you see, there's a nice floor. This is the first floor. View. Looks nice, right?
This is cute.
It's a balcony.
Try to oh wow, the view. Wow. We like it. Comfy.
Really comfy. Jay and I have been living in Bali for over 10 months, and believe me, I know both sides, the Instagram side and the real life, how it's actually to live here in Bali. And I'm here in this villa, which is about 6 million IDR per night. Actually, per night 6 million IDR, and I didn't pay a dime for it. So I was living back in Sweden, and how much I would pay, even though I own the apartment, I paid 2,000 euros per month for the apartment, everything included, the electricity, the trash, everything. And food, I would say every time I would go to shopping, I would pay around less 100 euros per 1.5 or 2 times a week. And it would cost me a lot because I was eating healthy food and I would buy organic, good meat, salmon, all this. Let's say only on food and living, I would spend around 2,500 euros. Pretty expensive, and I had car, so I would pay around, let's say, 500 euros, 600 euros for car. So I would pay for the gas. Monthly cost was so high up. All this and that, let's say 3,000 euros. That was my cost around that. Then I decided to move to Bali, quit my job, did everything, not for economical reasons, but for other reasons. But that's not relevant here. And understand, all right, one beer, how much does it cost? Well, it depends how much a beer costs. A beer can cost you 20,000 IDR, which is around 1.2 euros, or it can cost you for 5 euros, depending on where you drink the beer. But I will give you a good breakdown of costs. So let's start with living monthly. I can live in a place like this, as you see, with this nice pool inside. Pretty awesome. You get breakfast, all included, lunch, dinner, everything. Very nice place. Has gym, spa, day club, pool, everything. If you stay in one of these places, even though it's not super close to the beach, you will pay around 5 to 6 million IDR, which is around 400 euros. So you will pay 400 euros per night to stay like this. So for me, this thing doesn't make sense if I pay 400 euros for living one night in this kind of place. I do stay in these places a lot with my girlfriend, which we do like 5-6 times a month, all of these for free. You can either stay here for 400 euros. So for me, it's the same logic. I'm living here. Why would I pay like for 500 euros? So what we do, how much we pay for our monthly other place where we live, we pay around 300 euros. That's what we do. We pay 300 euros, water, electricity, everything, internet, everything included. There's nothing you have to pay. So for 300 euros, you can live the whole month. But also there's a thing. Me and Vanessa, we are really good at negotiating. We don't do bad deals. We always find good deals. So it doesn't matter. Like wherever we are, we do good deals, we find good places, and so you see the difference. It's not straightforward. So the best way to find the deals yourself, if you want to stay here long term, is to check out Facebook Marketplace. But be aware, Facebook Marketplace, there's a lot of scams. So what you do, you find those places in Airbnb or whatever website you're using, then find them in Google Maps, and then personally visit these places. So budget rooms is around 5 million to 10 million IDR per month. So let's say 300 to 600 euros. Mid-range villa is around 15 million to 30 million IDR. And luxury villas like this one is about 50 million plus IDR a month. It's around 3k euros. So how is transportation? See, the thing is, like, you don't need a fancy car or anything here in Bali. You just need a scooter and you're good. You should never go for the car here because you will spend your days stuck in traffic. So how much does it cost? So scooter rental is about 800k to 1.5 million per month. That means that it's around 50 euros to 100 euros per month. Gas, don't worry about that. That's cheap because it's 10k to 15k per liter, less than 1 euro per liter. Let's get into the food. So local warongs. Warongs, what means warong? Warongs are Indonesian restaurants. They are called warongs and they're around 20 to 40k. So let's say around 1 to 3 euros. Restaurant cafe is 80k to 200k. It's a little bit expensive than the local warong. Let's say it's around 5 euros, well. So and fancy restaurants, I would say it's about 400k to 400k plus. So let's say 25 euros or $30. And there are some extra things you have to think about, lifestyle and extras. So gym is pretty expensive here, and co-working, yeah, but gym is pretty expensive. Let's say you can get away with $150 to $200 a month, still get a good gym, but best gyms are around $200+. And also think about visa runs, SIM cards, and massages extras. You have to pay for all these things, but they're not too expensive. Visa run can be expensive. You can live like a king, or let's say you can live like a queen also here for just 1.5k a month. Or you can also go broke because things can get pretty expensive if you're always going for these fancy villas, because these villas are not that cheap that you see in the pictures. They are not that cheap. People burn their money so fast. So here's the thing, Bali can be cheap, but if you move here thinking it will fix your life, it won't, man. It is as expensive as Europe, or it can get even more expensive from Europe or US. But Bali really gives you its freedom that's not available in Europe or US. You get real freedom here, but only if you know how to manage it. You need discipline, purpose, and a plan. Otherwise, you'll just burn out your money, burn out your cash, and then you're gone. So the cost of living is one of the things, but the cost of wasting time here, that's higher. That's another. So if you're planning to move here in Bali, budget your life. If you want me to do a breakdown, so how to actually make money online while living here, subscribe and I will show you what's actually possible. I can show you all the tips and tricks and everything what people are doing around me.